Yo, what's good boys? Welcome to another video. This video is gonna be another weekly market breakdown. I'm gonna be breaking down gold, silver, EU, GU and NASDAQ. So let's go into it. So let's start with gold and let's start out on H4 time frame. So as you can see, last week we were trending right here last week and I was analyzing gold to be hitting all-time highs, right? Based on the situation in the Middle East, I thought that okay, we had that gap to the upside, which that gap was around 1% as I said. But then Monday was like huge correction to the downside and then we are ranging till the rest of the week. Now, does it mean gold is gonna go bearish? No, I'm still aiming for this swing high to be targeted. Let's mark it out as black line. And how do I want to position myself on gold? So, as I said, I'm still bullish. Again, I'm going to explain why am I bullish, because market is still creating higher highs and higher lows all throughout this market structure. So I only trade with the trend. I don't go against the trend, okay? I only stick with the trend, don't go against it. So that is with gold. This is swing low for you guys. And now, all this was like a pullback, and right now we are creating the leg to the upside again, which means like if we are in a bullish trend and let's say we are right now somewhere like right here, I'm expecting to this high being tapped, at least either tapped or broken. I think we are gonna break it because I think gold is just gonna rally to the upside. But how do I want to position myself? I know my direction, bullish. Now key levels. So the best key level for me in this whole price action would be this level right here. Let's mark it out as yellow, and as you can see, price in the past reacted as support, reacted as resistance, broke above, support, multiple times. So at this current price action, this is the best and strongest key level for me to take a trade from, right? So we got our swing low, swing high. Right now, this is my internal low, and this is my internal high. So I can use FIBs as well from point A to point B, and we pull back 65% of this internal market structure. Also, we pull back at this previous key level, which is this yellow line. So that is the multiple confirmations that, hey, I think this is going to be another possible higher low point of this entire range, of this entire leg to the upside. And I think we're going to go higher from here, right? We can probably find some type of a trend line, but whatever. Let's leave it like that. So how do I want to position myself on gold right now? Based on daily time frame, I think tomorrow is gonna be bullish. Monday is probably gonna be bullish based on the closure of Friday candlestick, which closed as a bullish engulfing candlestick. When it closed above this previous candlestick closure. So I think what can possibly happen is if I zoom on H1 time frame, this would be the ultimate A+ setup if price is gonna break this level of resistance. Let's mark it out as white, because as you can see from literally Tuesday, price was in this box. Price was in this box ranging, doing basically nothing. So this box, bottom of this box was this key level, and top of this box is this. If price can successfully break this top of this box, I think we are gonna go first TP here, second TP here, which is this swing high, right? That's the A+ setup in this price action. But based on the daily candlestick closure and based on this like double bottom formation on this previous key level, which is this yellow line, I think that we can retest this level, this small internal structure point, and from that point we can go higher, right? So if I have to play this game on lower time frames, what I would do is simple. If price is gonna decide that we are just gonna push to the upside, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for break and retest, and then I'm gonna go higher. Or price is gonna decide to give me a pullback. I'm gonna place myself as a buy limit right here. Stop loss gonna go under this low. TP is gonna go TP1 right here and TP2 right here. Based on like H4 time frame, I am not gonna be closing like half of my position here. I am gonna be holding to swing high. So setup number 1 is right here. Okay, setup number 2 would be something like this. A little bit worse risk reward, but still that was like 1 to 4. This is like 1 to 3, whatever. This is way more higher probability of a setup. So yeah, and the stop loss placement can be as well like different, depends on what market structure is gonna do. So let's say market structure is gonna do something like this, whatever. So in this case, I would place my stop loss only here, you know. So that's with gold. So area of interest number 1 for buys, this area, which let's say is 5,140. Second area of interest is 5.2k for gold buys. Okay, gold buys, first TP is 5.4, second TP is gonna be, let's say, 5.6 to keep the numbers like round numbers, right? So that is with gold. I mean, nothing much to say. Like, for me, beautiful bullish market structure, and yeah, we just have to wait and just position ourselves correctly at the right timing, and we're good. So let's go on silver. I think silver is similar story actually. Yeah, silver. So as you can see, silver was trending down right here, but then price broke market structure whenever price closed above this high right here, which is swing low, swing high. So push, pullback phase. Right now we are in a pullback phase and we are ranging, and we are, I think what is gonna happen is similar thing to gold. I think we are gonna create another leg to the upside on silver. So let me zoom on daily as well. So this would be our like ultimate target, which is this like all-time highs, let's call it. And this would be TP1, because this is a swing low of this current market structure. And yeah, that is a direction, bullish. I know I want to buy, I don't want to sell. Where do I want to buy? Now, that's a more important thing, right? So as you can see, silver, I would mark out this key level as my major key level right here, like this. Let's mark it out as yellow as my major key level. Why I'm marking out this key level as my major key level? So first of all, this is a previous market structure high when price broke the market structure, retested market structure, and just right now ranging under that point. And second, this is a key level based on these directions, these directions, these directions, these directions, and price is basically ranging all throughout off of this level. So under this level, we are probably gonna go lower. Above this level, we are gonna go higher. But I don't want to be selling. Why? Because we are in a bullish market. So I'm gonna be waiting for break above that level. So if I go and drop on H1, let me mark that level a little bit. Yeah, like here, it's better. So with silver, really great setup as well. We got new week. So guys, every time whenever there is a new weekly candlestick, we need to first create the weekly low before we can create the weekly high, right? So the weekly low is gonna look something like this on 1 hour time frame, some pullback, some structure. On a weekly, it's just gonna be a wick, but on H4, H1, 30-minute time frame, it's gonna be a market structure, right? So I'm expecting for silver to do something like this, break above this yellow line, yellow zone, give me a retest, and then go higher. So how am I gonna position myself? Simple buy limit on this yellow zone, stop loss depending on this market structure. Currently, stop loss right here, TP1, 3R, TP2, it's potentially for a like huge swing trade is 10R. But hey, it's gonna take weeks to get there, but it is a possible play that I can see, okay? So for silver, I really like this zone. So currently we are in this range between these two yellow zones. So as I said, I want to see break, retest, rejection, and go to the upside on silver. Beautiful, beautiful market as well. And I think we are gonna get a huge push on gold and huge push on silver at the upcoming week. All right, now when it comes to EU, let me check out a weekly actually. EU on a weekly is kind of in a, it's like 50-50, but I'm still leaning towards bullish momentum. Not like overall buys, but at least like, because as you can see, like last week we started with a gap and the gap was never ever filled. And as you can see, this was our swing low and this was our swing high. And as you can see, the swing low was never broken, right? So it was only just like rejected. So me knowing that like swing low was only like rejected, this is technically a still bullish market, even though we pull back like 100%, which is like the biggest pullback you can get, because under the 100% it's over. I think we can get something like this to this gap, also to this like level, and then I will see. But hey, current momentum on EU, I think we are gonna go to the upside. So yeah, let me mark out this low as my key level right here. Another thing, guys, pay attention to these daily candlestick, right? Because price was trending under and closed back above. Price was trending under, closed back above, trending under, closed back above, 4 days in a row, which means buyers at this current level are in control. So for me to be able to take a buy, I need to see some structure shift on the lower time frames, right? I know my direction, which is bullish. Now, for me to have this buys like confirmed, I need to see this level to get broken. Why? Because same thing as gold, same thing as silver. From Tuesday, we were just ranging in this range. This is a range, right? If we're gonna break this range to the downside, we are bearish. If we're gonna break this range to the upside, we are bullish. So, on EU, as I said, I think we are gonna go to the upside, but we gotta wait. We gotta wait because this is a still huge bearish momentum that we are in currently. So we gotta wait for something, let's say, something like this would be nice. You know, like maybe 1 or 2 days of range and then break above the range and maybe fill the gap. That would be something what I would be looking for on EU, but EU is not that great of a setup actually. This is also like a key level, because as you can see, this is our average, right? So yeah, also this key level is lining up perfectly with that gap. So I think we are gonna fill that gap. We are gonna tap that key level. Maybe next week, maybe next month. I don't know. You cannot know, right? So yeah, that's it, you boys. As a current stage, 50-50. Don't know yet. I'm leaning more towards buys, but we need to see structure shift on lower time frames first. Okay. So right now GU, and when it comes to GU, it's kind of different story a little bit. Let me check out on a daily time frame. Yeah. Oh yeah, GU is, I prefer more GU than EU, like way more. Because for me, on GU, this is a swing low and this is a swing high. This is a push which broke this and this market structure right here. So for me, GU is bullish, okay? GU is for me still bullish. Also, I can look on moving averages, beautiful rejection on moving averages. So same thing as EU, guys. As you see, like we were ranging and we were retesting and respecting this key level right here 5 days in a row. We respected this key level, and as you can see from the past, this is a huge strong daily level which price reacted from multiple times, and whenever price was trending above, price respected that level multiple times. So what I think is gonna happen next week on GU is buys. Not like some crazy buys, but maybe to this point right here, okay? Maybe to this point. Let's mark it out as white. And how do I want to position myself on this buys? As you can see, this daily time frame, from Monday till Friday, we were trending under this yellow box, but we closed back above every single day, which means buyers are holding, this level really well. Okay, so let's drop down on smaller time frames. As you can see, the lower time frame structure shift already happened on GU. It already happened, but it happened at like almost at the end of the week, so I didn't position myself. I wanted to take a buy right here with a stop loss down under, But I was like, hey, it's Friday. It's all like market's gonna close in about an hour. I'm not gonna position myself. Okay, so with that being said, I think what is gonna happen on GU and what I'm gonna be looking for on GU, I'm gonna mark out this range high. I'm gonna mark it out as white, and we know this yellow box is our major level. We know we broke out of that yellow box and we broke market structure to the upside on lower time frames. So this for me is not some type of a retest what I want to see, because I want to see a retest like this, not just like this. To me, it's not a pullback. So I would be waiting for GU to go higher, give me some type of a pullback. I'm gonna execute my trade right here. I'm gonna set my stop loss under here, and I'm gonna target this white line. So in practice, it would look something like this. Buy limit here, stop loss under, and TP here for about 2.5R. Not like some great setup. I would say it's like a B setup, but it's still valid and still can play out. So yeah, I'll be looking for GU buys for sure for the upcoming week, and this is my area of interest. And as you can see, we broke this level right here whenever this candlestick closed under above. So this structure on the low time frames is actually currently bullish. So yeah, we just need to wait and see. Okay, so GU, as I said, waiting game, point of interest for buys, this white zone. Now, when it comes to NASDAQ, boys, on NASDAQ, bro, NASDAQ is horrible. Like, on NASDAQ, I got stopped out on a pip last week because I entered somewhere like right here, got stopped out literally by a pip because my stop loss went under this wick and my TP went here, which would be hit to the fucking T, whatever, got stopped out to the pip. Then I entered another sell position with same stop loss, a little bit worse entry. TP1 was smashed, but I was targeting this low right here, which price never ever got there, which is fine. So with NASDAQ, bro, the price action is fucking horrible, but I think we are gonna go down, okay? I think we are gonna go down based on weekly, all right? Because as you can see, huge rejection to the upside. As you can see, huge rejection to this 20 SMA. We got 50 right here coming up. So based on daily as well, we are still creating the series of like lower high points. This was a liquidity grab, but this is a lower high point again. What I like about NASDAQ and why I think we might finally go lower on NASDAQ is that, like, as you can see, this price action, we finally closed above, even slightly, but we did, under all these closures, So what I think is gonna happen on NASDAQ actually, I think tomorrow or maybe the day after, I think we're gonna fucking melt. And I think we are gonna do maybe small little wick right here, and then we're gonna go lower. My TP is gonna be this, which is like this all throughout this range. This is its low, this is its high, right? So we are also in a range, 4-month range. But currently, I think based on current market structure, I think we are gonna go lower. I think we are even gonna break this range, and maybe we can go even like somewhere like right here. I wouldn't be surprised, boys. What is it? It's like 10%. 10% on NASDAQ. Okay, I think NASDAQ is gonna melt. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking to sell NASDAQ. But how do I want to position myself? So you see daily structure, like we are in a huge range, but based on current daily momentum, we are creating lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We broke slightly under this level of support, which is another indication we might go to the downside. And how am I gonna position myself? Cool. Let's mark out this structure point because this is the swing low right here. How I'm gonna position myself is, it's simple again. We are in a range, bro. It's like, yeah, there is actually no possibility to like position myself safely, I would say. Like, maybe if market can give me something like this without tapping this low again, maybe I can position myself like this, right? Because as you can see, this current market structure, trending down, trending down. Let's say we are gonna go push down, pull back. I'm gonna position myself here. Here on this white line, I'm gonna play a break even, and I'm gonna target this. The risk reward is not optimal, but we can squeeze the 1 to 2 probably. But yeah, based on daily, I think we are gonna go here and maybe even lower. So if I drop on that weekly time frame, let's just mark out this point right here, because this is the SMA. So we can potentially get to that SMA, right? Which would be 1 to 4, 1 to 3.5, excuse me, and that would be good. But as it is right now, Nasdaq is, I don't like that. I don't like it. Like, as you can see, almost whole month of February, almost whole month, we are in this range. You cannot trade this range. Like, I got stopped out twice on sells, 2 break-evens, 2 stop losses on sells. I was only selling Nasdaq, but bro, yeah, don't like this price action on Nasdaq, but I'm leaning way more towards sells. And yeah, that's it, boys. So gold, silver is gonna be the number one play for me. Number one play for me is gonna be gold. I mean, gold and silver are both amazing plays actually. So I'm gonna be but I'm gonna be really keeping my eye on gold and silver buys. Potentially GU buys I like as well, but gold and silver mainly. I'm gonna be focusing on gold and silver. And if not that, I'm gonna be looking to sell Nasdaq. And other than that, boys, that's it. But silver gold is looking really, really fucking good. So I think we can get amazing setups this week. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for this breakdown, boys. If you have any sort of question, like about my analysis, about my strategy, type it down in the comments and I'm gonna answer it, okay? So that's it, boys, and I'm gonna see you in the next fucking video.